So, a capacitive load 15 minus J10 ohms is being fed by a 220 volt source through a transmission line having an impedance of 4 plus J2 ohms. Okay, so ito yung ating impedance line at nandito yung ating load side. Itong red. Okay, so this is 15 minus J10 and then yung ating transmission line. So, ito, 4 plus J2. Okay, so yung voltage natin dito, so this is 220 volts source. So, find the real and reactive power of the load. So, hahanapin natin yung, okay, S na lang, apparent power since meron tayong real and reactive. Okay, so this is only just P plus or minus JQ. Okay, since capacitive yung load natin, minus, okay? So, S load is equal to P minus J QC, okay? So, ito yung hanapin natin, okay? So, take note po ang ating S, okay? In terms of voltage and current, so this is equal to voltage ng ating load times yung ating I ng load. Pero take note, this is conjugate. And lahat ng to naka-vector. Okay? Naka-vector yan. So, ano gagawin muna natin dito? Okay? Since naka-series lang naman siya, okay, pare-parehas yung current natin. Kunin muna natin tong IT. Okay? So, this is VT over ZT. Okay, so this is now equal to 220 all over ZT. Okay, naka-series lang naman. So this is 4 plus J2 plus 15 minus J. And so this is ID now equal to LAN. So 220 all over 4 plus 2I plus 15 minus 10I. Okay, so this is, okay, gawin ko na lang siyang rectangular. So this is 836 over 85 plus J, 352 all over 85. Okay, so then this is amperes. Store na lang natin yan saan? Store natin yan sa A. Shift store A. Ayan. Then, kunin natin yung ating voltage across your load. Voltage across your load. So, this is only just I load times yung ating Z load. Okay? So, dito tayo nakafocus sa load. Ayan. So, voltage. So, this is equal to, okay, yung in-store natin sa A, multiplied by the load. So this is 15 minus J10. So this is A multiplied by 15 minus 10I. Ayan. So this is, okay, gawin na lang natin siyang rectangular. Okay, so this is 3,212 over 17 minus 616 over 17i. Ito. Ayan. Then, store na lang natin to sa, okay, sa B. So, store B. Okay, store natin siya sa B. Okay, so therefore your S now, S ng load is equal to yung ating I ng load, or unahin mo natin yung voltage. So voltage ng load times yung ating I load conjugate. Okay, so therefore this is B multiplied by yung i-store natin sa A pero i-conjugate natin yan. So this is now equal to what? Shift store B. Ayan. So alpha B multiplied by conjugate conjugate, take note, naka-asterisk siya, conjugate. So that is shape complex conjugate. So 2, conjugate ng alpha A. Ayan siya. Then, gawin na lang natin rectangular. So, shape complex, number 4. Ayan. So, this is 1,708 minus J113.824. Okay? I. Or this is what? Okay? So, yung power natin, that is 1,708.235 watts. And yung ating Q, so this is capacitive na. Okay, so this is 113.824 or 824 bar. In kVAR at saka in kilowatt, this is 1.7708 kilowatt, then this is 1.139 kVAR. Okay? And then, N is sagot. Okay? So, this is for VI conjugate or EI conjugate. Okay, yan yung madalas na mangsosolve natin. Pero take note po, for S kasi, so pwede rin po ito. So, S is equal to yung ating V squared over C conjugate. Pero take note, ano lang mga mag-ano dito. Okay, magiging vectors. Yung S at saka yung C. Yung ating V dito must be, siya, magnitude. Okay? So, try natin. Okay, so ano po ba ang ating V dito? So, yung voltage natin dito, so ito, naka-B. Okay, naka-store sa B. So, magnitude ng B, the quantity squared over conjugate ng ating load. Yung load natin, given. So, that is 15 minus J10 conjugate. Okay, so yan. So, sige, try natin. Okay, so this is alpha B or absolute value ng ating alpha B, the quantity squared all over conjugate ng 15 minus 10 I. Parehas ba? Yes, parehas. So, ito siya. So, it's either ito, okay, in terms of V, or in terms of E at saka I. Kaya ang advantage lang natin dito sa pangalawa, okay, pangalawang analysis, is that kinuha lang natin yung voltage, okay? Hindi na natin kukunin yung kuryente. Okay? So, yan. Part 1, then part 2, then part 3. Okay, number 13. When connected to a 120 volts RMS, 60 Hz power line, a load which is 4 kilowatts at lagging power factor 0.8. So, find the value of the capacitor needed to raise the power factor to 0.95. So, hahanapin daw po natin yung capacitor. Okay, kapag kinonect daw natin siya in parallel with the load, will give us a power factor or overall power factor na 0.95. So, from 0.8 to 95. So, tumaas yung power factor. Okay, this is under power factor correction. Okay? Since naglagay lang naman tayo ng capacitor, this is only just your case 1 in your power factor correction. So, ano ba ang case 1? Yung ating P old equal to your P new. So, hindi nagbago yung ating total rain power. Okay? So, ano po ba ang gagawin natin dito? So, for case number 1, ito po yung ating direct formula for your rating ng ating capacitor in VARs or reactive power or reactive VA. So, Q cap now is equal to P multiplied by the quantity tangent of your theta old minus tangent of your theta new. Okay? So, kunin muna natin yung angle natin dito sa point A. Okay? So, this is your theta old. And that is equal to arc cosine ng 0.8. Okay? Next is for 0.95. This is your theta. Kunin lang natin yung arc cosine din. Okay? Ayan. So, parang pinagkasya ko. Sige, gawin na lang natin. Rewrite natin. So, that is theta new. So, arc cosine ng 0.95. Okay? So, sige, anuhin ko lang muna, no? Q cap now is equal to yung ating power. Okay? So, that is 4,000 watts or, sige, 4,000 na lang ilagay ko. Times the quantity tangent of your arc cosine ng all power factor natin. So, that is 0.8 minus tangent ng ating theta new. Okay? So, that is equal to arc cosine ng ating bagong power factor. Okay. Ayan. So, makukuha natin yung rating ng ating capacitor bank in VARs. Okay? So, this is 4,000 multiplied by tangent of arc cosine ng ating 0.8 close parenthesis minus tangent ng arc cosine ng 0.95. Okay, as you can see, dapat yung ating parenthesis, no? Okay, ayusin natin. Okay, since naglalagay tayo ng mga diretsong equation. Okay, so dito. So, yung ating Q cap now will be 1,685.264. This is in reactive volt amperes or VARs. Okay, reactive volt ampere or VARs. So, kunin na natin yung ating C or value of your capacitor in farad by using your formula Q is equal to V squared over XC. Okay, bakit V squared? Bakit in terms of voltage? Kasi nga nakaparallel. Ang common dito sa parallel circuit natin is yung voltage. Kung ano yung voltage nito, rin yung voltage ng ating capacitor. Okay? So, voltage across your capacitor squared over XC, or that is voltage across your capacitor squared times yung ating capacitive susceptance. And what is your capacitive susceptance? Equal to 2 pi FC. Okay? So, para hindi na tayo mag-reciprocal. Okay? So, therefore, this is 1,685.264 is equal to yung ating voltage across your capacitor. From our circuit, common yung voltage kasi nakaparallel sila. Okay? So, this is 120. Okay? This is the quantity squared. Okay? Multiplied by 2 pi FC. So, 2 pi times yung ating frequency. Since hindi binigay yung frequency or binigay naman pala. So, this is 60 Hertz. Okay? Lagay natin dito 60 Hertz multiplied by yung C natin. Ayan. So, simple manipulation. Divide lang natin both sides by 120 squared times 120 pi. Okay. So, this is 1,685.264 all over 120 squared times 120 pi. So, what is your C? So, this is 3.104. So, 3.104, this is times 10 to the negative 4 farad in microfarad. So, mode 1 tayo, no, para makagamit tayo ng engineering notation. Okay, so this is 310 times 10 to the negative 6. Or 310.4 times 10 to the negative 6 farad, or 310.4 microfarad. Okay, so this is the answer. Yan, wala palang choices. Take note po, maraming power factor correction sa board exam. Pinagbibigay sila ng ganito. Kaya, dapat sanayin nyo na yung sarili ninyo. Okay? Mag-solve ng mga ganito. Okay, part 1. Then, part 2. Then, and na. Sige. Next tayo, number 14. The average power absorbed by an inductor is blank. Take note po, ang ina-absorb lang ng ating inductor is reactive power. Okay? So, when we say average power, this is your real power kasi. Okay? Real power. So, therefore, wala naman siyang real power. So, therefore, this is 0. Okay? So, only reactive power is absorbed by your inductor. Okay? Ayan. 0 po yung sagot dito. In terms of real power. Okay, next tayo. Number 15. Ayan. A series connected load draws a current of 4 cosine of 100 pi t plus 10 degrees when the applied voltage is 120 cosine 100 t minus 20 degrees. So, determine the element that forms the series connected load. Take note po, yung ating trigonometric form ng ating current at ng voltage is in terms of cosine. Okay? So, since naka-cosine na yung dalawang yan, no need na i-transform yan sa sine. Okay? Kasi yung ating pinaka-reference dito, cosine, siya na yung pinakamarami. Okay? So, stay as is na lang yan. So, in terms of your polar form, yung ating IT dito, or yung ating I, so this is for bar angle 10 amperes. And yung voltage natin, so this is 120 bar angle, negative 20 degrees in volts. Okay? Ayan. So, kunin natin yung elements, okay? Or your reactances and resistance. Okay? Yung Z. Okay? So, from your Ohm's law, paano ba natin makukuha yung Z? So, that is Z is equal to V all over I. Okay? So, direct substitution lang po. So, this is V, that is 120 bar angle negative 20 all over yung ating I, that is 4 bar angle 10. Okay? So, direct lang po. Mode 2 tayo. Ayan. So, 120 bar angle negative 20 all over 4 bar angle 10. Okay? So, this is 30 bar angle negative 30. Okay. Transform natin to sa rectangular. Okay, so this is 25.98 minus J15. Okay? So, yung R natin, makukuha na natin kagad. That's the real part. Okay? So, this is 25.98 ohms, and your imaginary part, that is your X. Okay? Anong klaseng X? Okay? This is your XC. Okay? Negative kasi. So, this is 15 ohms. Okay? So, this is an RC. Okay? Circuit. So, paano natin makukuha ang C? Take note, XC lang is equal to 1 all over 2 pi FC. Okay? So, ano lang natin na? Okay? So, therefore, yung ating C now will be equal to 1 all over 2 pi F times XC. Okay, so that is 1 all over 2 pi times yung ating frequency. Take note, hindi sinabi, no? Pero take note, meron na tayo ditong argument. Okay, 100 pi t. Actually, yung meron ditong t na to, this is your omega t. Okay, so your omega here is 100 pi. Okay, and this is equal to 2 pi f. Okay, so pwede na natin siya diretsuhin na 100 pi na lang siya. So 100 pi multiplied by x which is 50. Okay? Ayan. Ito siya. So therefore this is C now equal to 1 all over 100 pi times 15. Okay. So this is 2.122 times 10 to the negative 4 farad, or in microfarad, this is mode 1 tayo para makagamit tayo ng scientific notation or engineering notation. 212.21. So 212.2 microfarad. So this is times 10 to the 6 farad or microfarad. Parin man dito sa tatlong to. Okay? So, ito siya. Letter. Okay, letter A. Ito yung ating phasor diagram. Hindi natin malalaman kung leading ba siya or lagging. Okay? Kung ito-draw natin yung phasor diagram natin dito, being your 0 degrees as your reference, so, unahin muna natin yung VRMS. 110 bar angle, 85. Okay, medyo mas malaki yung mukha niya. Okay, so ito, 110 bar angle, 85. So, yung angle natin dito, 85 degrees. Next is yung IRMS naman natin or yung current natin, mas maliit yung awang. So, that is, ito siya. So, 0.4 bar angle, 15. Or that is 0.4 15 degrees from your reference. Okay, from here, masasabi natin na mas nahuhuli si kuryente, si current, kaysa sa voltahe. Okay? Ng ilan. Okay? So, nitong theta dito. Okay? And dito natin makukuha yung ating power factor from your difference between your voltage and your current power angle. Okay? Current angle. So, that is theta, okay, theta now of your power factor is just the difference between the voltage angle minus your current angle. Okay, so that is now power factor is equal to cosine lang ng difference. So this is theta V minus theta I. Okay, so this is equal to cosine ng theta V, that is 85, minus yung theta I, that is 15. So what's now your cosine 85 minus 50? This is 0.342. Anong klase? Okay? So anong klase siya? Lead or lag? Okay? Kung titingnan natin, I is nahuli. Okay? Meaning lagging. Okay? Lagging the voltage by 70 degrees. So, take note po yung voltage natin dito. Ito yung reference natin. Siya yung magsasabi kung nauuna pa siya or nauuli. Okay? But take note po, nauuna yung ating voltage. So, ano po si I dito? Nauuli siya. Okay? Si voltage yung nauuna, I should say. Voltage yung nauuna. So, therefore, yung I yung nauuli. So, therefore, this is lagging. Ayan, lag. Letter A. Next, number 17. Ayan. A load Z draws 4 kilovolt ampere at a power factor of 0.856, lagging from a 120 volts RMS sinusoidal source. Calculate the peak current. Okay? Hahanapin daw natin yung peak current or yung ating Imax. Okay? Ayan. Pero take note, kunin muna natin yung IRMS. So take note, S load here is equal to 12 kilovolt ampere or 12 times 10 to the 3. This is equal to EI. Okay, EI lang po. So therefore, this is equal to voltage natin, 120 times yung ating I. Okay, makukuha natin yung I dito. So 120 times 10 to the 3 all over 120. So this is equal to 1,000 amperes. Tama ba? Okay, tama. No. Wait lang. Mali yung type ko. So 12 lang pala. Okay, 12 lang. Ayan. So 100 amperes. Sobrang taas naman ng 1,000. Okay, so I is equal to 100 amperes. So take note, this is only just RMS, okay? RMS to. So paano natin makukuha yung ating maximum or yung peak current? So that is square root of 2 times yung ating RMS. Ayan. So this is now equal to square root of 2 multiplied by 100. So that is times square root of 2 lang. Ayan. So 141.421 amperes. Letter B.